Okay, so I'm here today to discuss the state of Miami football. And I want to acknowledge, yes, last year they finished 5-7, which was disappointing considering the expectations around the team. Some of the expectations were very high and very optimistic, but realistically, Mario Cristobal was taking over a program that needed its culture reestablished, and that's something that takes time. I've noticed over the past couple of years that we've evolved into a microwave society where we expect things to happen instantly. We expect progress to be instant. And when it comes to creating and forging a culture and reinforcing the values that are going to be the roots of that culture, that's something that takes time. Credibility as a coach, that takes time to achieve. Implementing your vision into a new program, that's something that takes time. And it's something that I'm very confident that Mr. Mario Cristobal is going to be able to do. But it's just simply going to take time because it's a new experience, and he's from that Miami area. And he went to the University of Miami, but he still has to instill his own values and his own vision into the program. That takes time. I want to compare his situation to Dabo Swinney's when he first started at Clemson. So Dabo Swinney took over the Clemson job in 2008. That year they went 4-3. The year after that, 2009, Clemson went 9-5. 2010, 6-7. You kind of see a trend here. It's a lot different than the output that we see from Clemson on a consistent basis every year now. 2011, they saw an improvement, 10-4. But that's exactly my point. It took 3 years to get there. This is Mario Cristobal's first year. Yes, 5 wins were much less than anybody was expecting. And I understand that. But you have to start somewhere and evolve, progress. They'll probably go 7-5 again this year. I mean, they have a challenging schedule. They have to play North Carolina, who's going to be really good. They have to play Clemson, who's going to be really good. There's challenging games that they have to play A&M again. There's challenging games that they have on their schedule. And when you're trying to establish a new culture and revive a program, those challenges, they may slow things down, but they also build the character of the team and the organization. And you have to keep that in mind, that those challenges will be beneficial to Miami at the end of the day. Dabo Swinney was consistent with his vision. He was consistent in reviving his culture, and he dedicated to recruiting. And that's something that I trust Mario Cristobal is going to be able to do. Recruiting has already drastically improved since he's been there. Mario Cristobal has an insane work ethic. I watched his interview with Josh Pate the other day, which was exceptional, I must say. Josh Pate did a great job interviewing him. As always, wouldn't expect anything less. And I can just tell how intentional he is when it comes to his goals and his vision for the Miami football program. And that's reflected in his tone. He's a very unapologetic leader, too. And when he steps up to the mic, he speaks his mind. When addressing his players, he speaks his mind. And when you're entering a culture that hasn't had that standard and hasn't held that kind of discipline with its players, something like Mario Cristobal's approach can initially be a shock. But as time goes on, it becomes expected. That's when you see the team start to ascend. Mario Cristobal is not afraid of confrontation. That first year, there's a lot of it. There's awkward moments. There's tense moments. But through those awkward and tense moments, respect is earned and character is built. And that is what's going to set the foundation of the Miami football program as it continues to grow down the line in these years to come. You also look at Mario Cristobal's track record. Every year he coached Florida International. The team and the program improved. Oregon was a team, kind of like Miami, that had lost its ways, that had kind of started to distance itself from its previous pedigree that I saw when I was in elementary and early middle school, and the Marcus Mariota days as well. Within a few years, Mario Cristobal had already transformed Oregon into a Rose Bowl team, and I have no doubt that he can do the same with Miami here, especially as we grow into a 12-team playoff. There'll be more opportunities for Miami to showcase its excellence. And from the Miami standpoint, moving off of Cristobal and shifting into the Miami standpoint, Miami is a brand that markets itself. I mean, it's Miami. You say the word and you know what it is. It's all about the U. All about the 305. That team has been excellent in player developments in its past and its history. I have no doubt that it can become so again. And there's so many players you've seen in the league that have come from Miami and who have showcased excellence. That gives that program credibility. But as far as the city of Miami goes, I firmly believe that there's no location of a program that is more effective in training players for what life after college football in the NFL is going to be like. There's everything in Miami. There's influence. There's distractions. There's money. There's clubs. There's alcohol. There's every form of distraction that a player could ever face. There's beautiful weather, which can inspire you to slack off of your preparation and indulge more into lifestyle. Those distractions are there in Miami. And it's a wonderful city, one of my favorite cities to visit. But when you're around that as a player, it really trains you to stay focused on your grind, focused on your development, and focused on your growth as a player, and not partaking in those things. It's great to have that lifestyle outside of football, but indulging in it too much can destroy your career as well. And those things are in Miami. So being around that and then being able to build the discipline to resist that when you need to, that's something that really only Miami offers. And that's something that can be sold to Miami players to come to that program. And as that becomes a mission in years to come, as Miami's recruiting improves, and as Mario Cristobal's vision and goals and culture becomes more effective, you will without a doubt see Miami ascend. And it will once again be all about the U. Have a great day. Thank you so much for watching this video. I really appreciate you and the time that you took out of your day to watch the video. And if you enjoyed it, please be sure to like the video and share it, as well as subscribe to The Era. The more likes and subscribers I get on this channel, the more resources I can attain, and the more resources I can attain, the more value I can provide to you, the viewer. And that is how I show my appreciation for you for the time that you devote to watching my videos. So thank you so much, and have a great day.